So routing information protocol, we learned a lot of things. Let me have a quick review for you. We learned it's a distance vector protocol. Metric is hop count, and the allowed metric is from 1 to 15 hops. 16
Yes.
is an infinite metric. RIP never forms neighbor. RIP don't use hello packets. So RIP don't discover neighbor. To maintain the
Yeah.
route in the routing table, they send periodic update every every
Yes.
30 seconds. If a router don't
30
send the
seconds.
update for 180 seconds, then then
180 seconds. Yeah.
the route is considered as possibly down. And after knowing it is possibly down, it will wait for another 60 seconds, which is in total 240 seconds, to remove the roots
So 240.
from the flush, FLUSH, to flush the route from the routing table, right? And we also learned that RIP has got two versions. One is class full version, which is version 1. Another one is classless version 2. Now, what is the difference between class full and classless? Class full, or like this, let me explain you with a diagram. We got, let's say, two routers, and I have 10.1.0.0/16 network, and let's say I have 10.2.0.0/16 network, and example, I have 172 here. We call this as discontinuous network. This is called discontinuous network. You don't have the 10 network here in the middle. It's discontinuous. Now, router 1 and router 2, if you are running version 1 of RIP, what they do, they periodically advertise 10 network. Every 30 seconds, it will advertise this 10 network. It will not advertise 172. Why? 172 is already connected here. R2 already knows it. So no need to advertise. Only those networks that are behind R1 will be advertised. So it advertises 10 network. But what is the actual mask? It won't advertise. Class full protocol, they don't advertise the subnet mask.
16.
Instead of subnet mask, some people will say prefix length. Both are same. What is the length of this prefix? 16. So class full protocols, they don't advertise the prefix length. So the receiving router will understand, oh, it's a class A because it is number 10. Class A range is 1 to 126, isn't it? So router 2 will understand that, okay, router 1 is sending 10 network. Now router 2 will advertise 10 network. This also will not consider this mask. Only when you consider the mask, you will consider this as a subnet, correct? When you don't consider mask, what do you assume it as? You assume it as /8, class A. So what happened is, router 1 says, I already know what you are giving. Router 2 says, I also already know what you are giving. So I'm not going to learn anything from you. There is nothing to learn from you. Whatever you give is what I'm also giving. I already know it. Why you are giving me? Don't give me. I already know. They don't learn each other. As a result, this computer cannot ping this computer. Cannot ping.
Yes.
If it is version 1 RIP, this A cannot ping B. When you change to version 2, when you change to version 2, which is classless,
yes.
which is classless, when you change to version 2, they don't advertise just 10,000. They also advertise the mask. When you advertise the mask, the router 2 receives with the mask and it understands that, okay, I have 10.2, but 16 means what? Here it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 255, isn't it? So, router 2 understands that I just got only one subnet of 10.0.0/16. There may be another subnet with R1. By default,
Correct.
R1 will not send the 1 here and 2 here. It will send only /16 mask. That is okay. But if you say no auto summary, what is the command? No auto summary. When you say that, then it will advertise
Oh,
1,
okay.
2. Did you understand the difference between classful and classless? Version 2 is classless. Version 1 is classful. Want to just one more point in the difference. Version 1, it sends periodic update. I told you. How often? Yeah, both version 1 and version 2,
Yeah, I understand.
timers and all same only. But the difference is version 1 will send the update to a broadcast address.
30 seconds.
See, what does this mean? It means that anyone in network.
Okay.
Anyone in any network. You understand? So whoever, if there is a router with 30 network, it will accept it. If there is a printer with 20 network, it will accept it. If there is a cell phone with 15 network, it will receive the RIP packet.
Yes.
Cell phone don't want RIP packet. Printer don't want RIP packet. It's unnecessary. But because you are saying, hey, for everyone this one, then everyone will think, it's for me, let me open. And then they don't understand the packet and they drop it waste. And it's a waste of process. But version 2 uses multicast address 224.0.0.9. So now when you send to this address, only the other router, if it is RIP, it will say it belongs to me.
Yeah.
This packet belongs to me. Any packet coming with destination address 224.0.0.9, who will accept, only if that device is a RIP running device. If there is a printer, it won't accept. If there is a laptop, it won't accept. If there is a cell phone in the network, it won't accept. If there is a router running OSPF, will it accept? No. If there is a router only with RIP version 2, can accept this packet.
Okay.
So using RIP version 2 has got a very big two advantages. One, instead of sending to a broadcast address, you are sending to a multicast address that reduces unnecessary process utilization on the other device. And when you use version 2, you are able to communicate even in a discontinuous network like this. You got it? Because the subnet prefix length is being advertised. Yeah? Okay. Now, there are two more concepts I need to teach, but I would like to teach after the lab. What is that? Route poisoning.
Yeah.
And then poison reverse. These two things I would like to teach after our lab. Now, to understand this poison reverse, we will also learn another thing called split horizon.
Route poisoning. Okay.
Okay. All right, so let us come to this one later. Now let's go to the lab. For the testing, I'm going to take loopback interface for router 1.1.1.1/32. You know what is loopback interface, right? It's a virtual interface. So what is the advantage? You don't need to have real local area network. You can simply have a network even though there is no physical interface. And also I'm going to take 2.2.2.2.
Yeah. Virtual one.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
then we're going to have a network in between. Let's say I have 10.12.0.0/16. Is it classful or classless? Yeah. I'm making it as discontinuous, okay, to understand the version, classful and classless. Okay. So on this router, I'll say 10.34.0.3. Dot
This
3
is
I'll say.
classless.
Here also dot 3 I'll say. Here I'll say dot 2. Dot 2, because router 2 I'm going to say dot 2 on the hosts portion. Router 1 configuration, interface loopback 0. IP address, I'm saying 1.1.1.1. Mask is 32. And then interface. For loopback interface, we don't need to say no shutdown because it's a virtual interface we
Okay.
create.
Okay.
It is already up. You see. It will be automatically up because we only created it. It's not physical. And the physical interface is G00.
Sir, 1 second.
G, two zeros. So I'm saying interface gig 0/0. No shat. You need to bring the interface up by typing no shat and then put the IP address. IP address 10.12.0.1 255.255.0.0. Now we have configured IP address. You can see that by typing show IP interface brief. The reason why the other side
Okay.
is
Got it.
the protocol is down is the other side if the router is not on. Other side of the link when the router is not on. Now let's go to router 2. Interface F0, interface G0/0. What is the IP address? You remember? It's 10.12. No. On this
Yeah.
side. 10.12.0.2, isn't it?
Correct.
Another interface is interface G0/1. Yeah, this one. That is 192.168.0.2 here. This is just the subnet. And I bring it up by typing no shutdown and then I say IP space address 192.168.0.2.
190. Which one? Okay.
As I said, on router 2, all the host portion will
Two.
be .2. On router
Correct.
3, all the host portion will be .3. Okay, let's verify this now. Show IP interface brief. You can see this one and this one and this one. The reason for this one is down is the router 3 is still not configured.
0.2.
Interface loopback 0, IP address 3.3.3.3, 255.255.255.255. Interface G00 is 192.168.0.3. I'm in router 3, so I'll give 3. And then interface I have to bring it up. And then interface G0/1. This one. 1034, right? IP address is 10.34.0.3. No shit. And the last router, interface loopback 0. No need to put no shit down. IP address is 4.
Yes.
And interface G0/0 will be IP address 10.34.0.4. Am I right? Okay. Show IP interface brief. We got the
0.3.
IP address. Now let us just ping the adjacent device and check. I want to ping from 3 to 4, which is 10.34.0.4. I'm able to ping. I also want to ping 192.168.0.2 on the left. Good, I'm able to ping. So this can ping this can ping this. Let us go to router 1 and ping router 2. Ping 10.12.0.2.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So if you check the routing table, you already have the route for connector network. But there is no route for 2.2.2.2, 3.3.3.3, 192.168, 10 dot, what is it, 10.34 network, 4.4.4. We don't have those
Yes.
networks. We need a routing protocol. So now, when you want to
Sure.
enable routing protocol, what do you need to know? You need
Yes.
to know what network this router already know it. So, what are the networks this router know? 10, 1. I'm going to say router RIP. Dynamic routing protocol. So router RIP and network, you see, even though I'm saying 10.12.0.0, because it is version 1, it will take it as 10.0.0.0 only. Network, even though I say 1.1.1.1, if you go and verify, show IP protocol, you can see it has taken 1000, 10.00. Well, we are running version 1. Every 30 seconds it will send the update. 180 seconds is the possibly downtime. 240 is the flush interval.
Sir, one question. So, earlier we
Administrative
discussed
distance
about
is
static
120.
routing. So, that also we can configure and
Now
make
what
it
is the
work. But
version? The
here
default
we are
version
going
is
to use
version 1.
dynamic routing.
Now let's go and
Yes.
enable
Yes.
router. Router RIP, network 10, network 2. You don't need to put 1.1.1.1 here. In router 1, you need to put router 1's network. In router 2, you put router 2's network. What is missing? What is left?
Understood.
This is left, isn't it?
Version 1. Yes.
Here. It belongs to both
120.
router 2 and router 3. It's in between.
Version 1.
Router RIP, network 192.168.0.0, network 3.0.0.0, network 10. That's it. So now, okay, now let's go to router 4.
3. Okay. Yes. Yes.
We have, that's all. We should not worry about the other routers.
That network belongs to router 3, right? 192. Oh, okay.
That's the one biggest
Correct.
advantage
Yes.
of dynamic routing protocol. In static routing, you need to know the
Correct.
complete topology to write static route, isn't it? You need to know which direction, who is connected and all. So
3 dot. Yes.
we have done this. What is next? I'm expecting on router 1 show IP route, I'm learning.
Mhm.
I'm learning
So
10,
here
but
using
I'm not
RIP, we are
learning 10 dot.
advertising periodically what are the networks we have, right?
See, in RIP, do you see 10 dot
Mm,
24, which is here? Sorry, 34.
mm,
Do you see 10 dot 34 anywhere? No.
mm,
Why? Because it is
yes,
classful protocol.
yes.
So when I type show IP route or RIP only, there is no 10.34. So if I ping 10.34.0.4, no one is going to respond. Packet won't go first of all. See, you have the route for 4444, which is on router 4, but on the same router you also
Mm,
have 10.34, it is not responding. You understand?
mm,
When you ping, that also problem. Why you know? This is going with the source address 10.12. When you ping, what is the source? So this guy don't know where is
mm.
10.12. You see? Show
No.
IP route RIP. This guy don't know 10. See, this is the problem with classful protocol. You
No,
understand? So let's go and
because
do a
it's a
debug
yeah
and
class.
see one more point that we learned. Classful protocol version 1, it uses broadcast address to send the
Mm,
update. I want to show you that. Shall we do it?
mm,
What is the application? I don't understand. What is the use case?
mm,
Only if you have classful network, you leave version 1. But don't
mm.
use the version
Yes.
1. Simple.
Can you ping for
Don't
yeah?
use version 1. There is another drawback in version 1. What is that? It is
Mhm.
always broadcasting. So don't use it.
Yes. Okay.
Do not use
Standard
it.
code. Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Mm.
Let
Yes.
me
Yes.
debug. Let me debug. Let me debug. Debug
Yes.
IP RIP. You
Yes.
see, you
Correct.
will see every 30 second. Okay, this is received
Class.
update.
Mhm.
See,
Yes.
it is receiving with the hop count. 10 is 3, 4 is 3 hop away, isn't it? 4 from here, if you see,
Mhm.
1, 2, 3 hop, isn't it? And
Mhm.
333 is 2 hop, correct or not?
Yeah. So yes, sir. Before that, I mean,
1 and
then what is application
1
of
and 2
version
hop.
one?
333 is 2 hop. See, 333
Uh,
is 2 hop.
use case. Yes.
Okay. And you see to which address it is sending version 1 update?
Mm.
A broadcast address. Okay. So let's stop. And do you see any mask advertised? No mask. Now
Broadcast.
let us change it to version 2. Are
Mm.
you ready? Router RIP
Mm. Yeah.
version 2. That's it. Go to all the routers, put this. Version 2.
Mm.
Router RIP
Mm. Yeah.
version 2.
Yes.
Router RIP version 2. That's it.
One, two,
Now we
three. Yeah.
have made the version as version
Mm.
2.
Yes.
Now you will see those pings that were not pinging
Two
earlier
hops.
will be able to ping now. Are you ready to see that? You see,
Mm.
now you
Broadcast.
also
Mm.
learned 10 network. Earlier you were not learning 10 network. You were learning 10
Mhm.
network,
No.
but it is summarized now. It is okay.
Mhm. Yes.
If you try pinging now, it will ping. This address which was not pinging earlier,
Mhm.
it is pinging now. No, 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 no. Listen, listen, listen. No, no, no. I want to show you. Look at this. Where is the 10 network? This is not learned one.
Two.
If it is learned, it should have R here. Do you see? You have R here.
Mhm. Yeah.
It means there is a network connected directly.
Mhm.
Now, earlier we were not able to ping this, but you are now pinging it. And earlier we were
Yes.
not able to ping 4444. Now you are able to ping. Now, if you want,
Mm-hmm.
It will advertise
Yes.
/8. Let me see. Let me show you. Debug IP. It is advertising /8 to say that I'm a classless protocol.
10 networks which was learning earlier, but
Now,
with class.
if you want to see the exact prefix, see, earlier it was not advertising slash. Now, if you want to advertise the right
Oh,
prefix length, then you need to say router rip,
okay, okay,
no auto summary. You understood? No auto summary. Let's go and do it on all the
okay,
routers.
okay, got it. Mm-hmm. So what was that without R? What does it mean? Okay, got it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sir, one question, like
Okay.
the prefix length was
Now, if you'll
it's
go to
slash
router
8 or
1
like it should be
and
slash
say
6.
debug, before debugging, I want to show you the routing table.
Right.
You see, you can very clearly see the subnet mask now, which means the
Mm-hmm.
advertisement is coming with the proper prefix length. You see, proper prefix length, proper prefix length.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You understood? Now,
Mm-hmm.
let's take a short break and then we will try to
Yes.
understand these three things. That will end with the topic. Huh? I would like to take 5 minutes break. Yeah, 5 minutes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Sure. I know. So now, so I artificial prepare. Are you still on? Hello. Consider the everybody computer mouse, divide mouse by the mouse pointer. It is detecting the sound. In an activity, I make it up with the right hand copy in that storing the page. But by revise to the everybody get other water, you run water. Because everybody. Consider that.
Right, sir, I'm back. Now, we'll start from We'll start from split horizon. Split horizon is, I want to tell you again, split horizon is enabled even before we enable a RIP. Okay? Don't think that split horizon is something which is enabled after you enable RIP. Or don't think that split horizon comes along with RIP. No. You see, I'm going to take one fresh router. I'm taking a fresh router. And I'm connecting a switch. And I'm connecting a wire. I want to show you that split horizon is already running here. You want to see that? Let me show you. Do we have any RIP or any IP errors here? It's a fresh router. Okay. Interface G0/0. I'm simply bringing the IP address up. Now, see this. Show IP interface G00. Oh, sorry. I need to put an IP address. Interface G00. I'm just simply putting an IP address 172.1.1.1.255.255.255.0. Okay. Okay. Now, you see, split horizon is enabled. Is it because of RIP? No. Okay. Now let us go back. What is split horizon? Why am I talking about split horizon under the RIP topic if it is not enabled along with RIP? If it is not related to, if it is not enabled when I enabled with RIP, if it is enabled already, why am I learning here? What is the use? There is a very important use case. Let me take a screenshot of this. You see, this network, R2 learns on which interface? R2 learns those network on which interface? Okay. On which interface these networks are learned on R2? So G01 only provides those route information, isn't it? Now, when it gives the route for 3.3.3.3, it will be one hop, okay? Router 3 will say, hey, for me it is directly connected. Whoever receives it, for them it is one hop. You got it? For 4.4.4.4, it will say two hop. You know why? Router 4 will say, for you it is one hop. So router 3 will say, for you it is two hop. You got it? Please understand. Ask question if you didn't understand. According to router 3, 4.4.4.4, how many hops? One hop. When router 3 advertises it, what it will advertise? No. Not only that, the responsibility of router 3 is to advertise whatever it has got in the routing table. Whatever it has learned. So it will advertise for us how many hops? Oh my God. Please understand. I am router 3. For me, it is one hop. How can I give to someone one hop? For me itself, it is one hop. For the next day, I'll say for you it is two hop, isn't it? For me, it is one hop. Whoever receives in this direction, for them, what is the hop? Two hop. So it will advertise two hop. What will router 2 advertise, you know? 4.4.4.4, what it will advertise?
Yes, correct.
Three hops. That is why if you go to router 1 and check the routing table, show IP route, RIP, you see? Three hop. And if you check it on router 2, 2 hop. So router 2 is 2 hop, so it advertises 3 when it advertises in router 1's direction. Okay, now what I'm trying to say is, if after advertising as 2 hop,
1 hop.
router 2 has learned it as how many hops? 2 hop. After this, if this
4
goes
dot 4 dot
down,
4. No, router 3 will be advertising it's on network, right?
if this
3 dot
goes
3 dot.
down, after no, after 180 seconds, router 3 will say,
Lane.
I don't have this route.
Yes, yes.
And router 2 will say, you don't have, I have it.
1
For me
hop.
it is 2 hop, take it, 3 hop for you. It's dangerous, no? To avoid that, the split horizon is working here. Split horizon says, whatever you
Okay,
learned
got
in
it.
this
Yes.
direction, you should not give back on the
2 hop.
other
Yes.
direction.
Yes.
You understood? Okay.
2 hop. Yeah.
So,
3 hop.
whatever learned on a port should not be sent back on the same port. That is what split horizon
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
does. So, because of split horizon, you are able to avoid unnecessary loop. So,
Yes.
to avoid unnecessary loop, see, it's a wrong information. When a network goes down, and immediately as soon as this goes down, the routing table on R4 will remove this route.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not rip learn route, it is directly connected. As soon as it goes off, routing table will remove it. What
2
if
hop.
during
Yeah.
that time this guy comes and says, hey, for me it is 1 hop, take it, it is for you 2 hop. Then it will be a wrong info.
Mm.
Then when a packet comes, it will be looping in between these two.
Mm-hmm.
To avoid that, there is split
How long it will
horizon.
be?
You understood? Split horizon now? Okay. Now, what is
Possibly
route
now.
poisoning?
Mm.
You see, when router 3 received it,
Mm.
when router 3 received about 4.4.4.4,
Okay.
what is the hop count?
Yes, yes.
1. When this is removed
Mm-hmm.
from the routing table, it goes immediately off, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy will be waiting for 180 seconds, isn't it?
Yes.
To remove from the routing table, how long he will wait?
Yes.
There is another 60 seconds, isn't it? So this is the current status, right? 2, 3, 1. Now, this guy is waiting for 180 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
During that time, this guy will be
Correct.
advertising as if nothing went wrong. Though he is waiting, every 30 seconds he will be advertising it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after knowing it is possibly down, it is the responsibility of router 3 to tell the others, yes or no. So router 3 will say, hey, I already waited. You don't wait. I already waited. So 4.4.4.4 is 16
Mm-hmm.
hop. What is 16? Bad metric. So immediately it is going to poison these valid metric as a bad metric. And they all will wait only for 60 more
Yes.
seconds. They no need to wait for 240 seconds. This guy already waited 180. So he sent
Yes.
everyone 16 hop instead of 2 hop, 3 hop. That makes everyone to understand that that network is possibly down. They all switch to possibly down without waiting, except R3. Everyone switches to possibly down, and in 60 seconds they will remove. You understood what is route poisoning? Okay.
1.
Now let's learn what is poison reverse. After this guy waiting 180 seconds, he's sending
Yes.
16, no? 16 hop,
Yes.
no? that he will also send in this direction, overriding the split horizon rule.
240
Because
seconds.
he's overriding the split horizon rule, just to
Yes, yes,
reconfirm that 4.4.4.4 is dead. We call it as poison reverse. It is going in the reverse direction.
yes.
You understood?
Mm,
All right. That's the end of.
mm, mm, mm. Yes. Mm, yes, correct. Mm, mm. Infinite. Mm, bad. Mm, 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 mm. Yes. Mm, 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 mm. Right. Mm, 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 mm. Yes.